We are live.
How do you know?
Because I can
On
see it on
here
the
it-
screen.
on
On
here
there,
it-
you're delayed by 20 seconds, 15 seconds or
Oh,
so.
wow. Okay. If you can hear me, then say something now.
You will. They'll be able to hear and see you. Yep.
Oh, okay. There's that.
I meant to go get a set of headphones. Give me 1 second.
Why do you need a set of headphones?
So I can hear when I can listen to make sure it sounds okay.
Hi, hello. Oh, Australia. Hey, I love this. Yeah, it's hard to know what all you all can see here. There is sound. I can hear you. We hear you. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad to see you all here again this week. I can hear you good. The snow, we got a little bit of snow and I vlogged it a little bit. Ashley was so hoping for a snow day today. And so we got up this morning and it looked really deep on the car. And Kevin had to take the broom and wipe it off the cars. But the roads have been fine. I don't think they had school in Clark County today.
No.
They had school in Fayette County where Ashley works, and they had school in Georgetown, and Kevin had to go there today, but they didn't have school in this town. Hi, Tami from Maryland. Hey, from the UK. It's starting to freeze. Oh, no. Ronald, don't tell me that. Ronald, give me some good news. We actually have a cable running from the main brain into here, so it should be. Kevin has assured me that it's supposed to be the same. Zach, we're just having sandwiches tonight for dinner. We have the Heiner's bread, and Kevin loves this Kentucky Legend. This is the turkey, but they make ham, and Ashley loves it too because she says it's not slimy like some other ones are.
Right.
So we're just having sandwiches and chips. And do you want two?
Yeah. Tell me in the chat, how does the video look? Because on our preview, it's kind of jumpy, but I'm doing two things at one time on my computer. So just let me know, does it look okay?
Today is my birthday, eating 2 cupcakes while watching you. Hey, I wish I could be eating 2 cupcakes. Happy birthday. That's awesome. Hi from rainy Southern California. Ronald said sound is okay, but picture starts and stops.
Yeah.
Laggy. Then Berkshire said video is good. So, but see, Berkshire is on the East Coast, and Ronald and them are on the West Coast.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I'm wondering.
I don't know there's not much else I can do about it.
The audio's good, but the picture's choppy.
Yeah.
Hello from rainy Sacramento. Are you live on your iPhone?
No, we're not on an iPhone this time. We're actually on a computer.
Yeah, we're on the computer. Bought a webcam, so we have a brand new webcam because that one last week was grainy and the picture wasn't good.
And YouTube really, makes it grainy.
Seattle. Okay, is it raining in Seattle like it is in California? Because I would expect it to be raining in Seattle, definitely. It keeps jumping. Yeah. See? And we were in the bedroom last week. It was not jumping at all. So, even with that cable.
We're hooked up to the same place we'd be in the bedroom.
I know.
Now, my computer is not quite as fast as the one in the bedroom, so.
Could that be it?
Maybe.
My guess is your upload isn't high enough speed.
Yeah.
Audio is great. Picture did just jump, but it's mostly okay. Mississippi. Aaron in Mississippi. Hey, Tami and Kevin. Hello from Minnesota. Nice and dry here today. Okay, so it's funny that it's dry in Washington, but it's raining in California. But normally California gets all the good weather. It's starting to snowstorm here. I'm at the cash register in HomeGoods. Elizabeth. Elizabeth has just started. Elizabeth works at HomeGoods, and she has just started a new Instagram account. And I'm not going to remember the name of it, Elizabeth, so you're going to have to type it in here. It's like HomeGoods Worker, or I cannot remember what it is. But she is going to be posting pictures of all these new cool things that she sees come in HomeGoods. So if you all like HomeGoods like me, then you will like Elizabeth's account. So Elizabeth, you will have to type the name of it in there because it's HomeGoods Worker is I want to say what it's called. Because she hasn't had it for very long. Now I shook this to death. I'm going to be ticked if wet comes. I hate it when you
runny mustard.
When it's water. Yes, but I shook it. Okay. Or when it snots all over the place. Okay, this is good. Do you want some of this?
Yeah. What I'll have to do is sorry about the video, but the choppiness, what we'll have to do is I'll have to work on bit rate and stuff. But I can't do that while it's streaming, and I don't want to have to start and stop it and create 5 different videos like we did last time. So just live with it for this time around, and then we'll experiment some more with the bit rate and stuff next time. It's hard to get it adjusted to where it works right with your internet, and the bad thing is it could work perfectly fine yesterday, and then I'll do it today, and because it's wet and rainy, it'll be crappy, or more people will be on the internet in this area, and it'll be worse. So it's just, it's a crapshoot sometimes, and I'm not paying a lot more money for a lot faster internet. So
Elizabeth said that it is at HomeGoods Worker on Instagram, so you all should follow her because she, like I said, she's just started it, but she finds the cool stuff. I skipped work today, but the snow never made it here. Well, David, I hope you had a good day at home then. We're supposed to be getting HomeGoods here in Virginia. What's the best thing about it? About HomeGoods? HomeGoods, you appreciate it, don't you?
Yeah,
even as a man, you really appreciate it.
Well, would I go in there on my own? Probably not. If you're wanting to decorate your house pretty cheap, then it's good for that. It's good for decorating your house on the cheap.
But you don't know it.
No, you wouldn't know.
The stuff doesn't look cheap.
No,
it does not look cheap at all.
It looks really nice. Kind of like Kirkland's or something like that. It's kind of like that. It looks like that kind of material.
But Kirkland's is more
expensive and more
country looking.
Yeah, that's true.
If you like the country look, Kirkland's has a lot of that. Whereas HomeGoods, I think, would fit in. This decor would fit in with anyone's house, and you would never know that it was cheaper. The video is great in the UK. Well, that's awesome, Alex. You're fine. I've been streaming weekly lately, and it's a work in progress. Jean is in here from Taylorsville, Kentucky. Who decides what's for dinner? We both do, I guess?
Yeah, we both.
How did we decide on sandwiches?
We were just going to get sandwiches. So we just kept them.
Thank you, Madison. It's amazing to me that it's Thursday.
I know.
In Australia.
Yeah.
Happy
it's
Thursday.
The next morning.
The gateway to the weekend.
It's a time shift. No, we've had salads, we've had different things, and so we were just in the mood for sandwiches, and that just happened we had sandwich stuff for tonight.
Yeah, so we had sandwich stuff, so we thought we would use that. Hi from Maine. You all are just watching from all over the place. That is awesome. I've got some questions, though, that have been asked over the week, and I wrote them down so I can answer some of them. But if you all think of anything that you want answered for next week, if you leave it in this video, then I'll write it down for next week.
Yeah, sometimes our cell phone service is faster than our internet, too. Not too often, but sometimes.
Somebody said earlier, have we seen Peter Rabbit? We have not seen Peter Rabbit yet, but I want to see Peter Rabbit. Hi from Arkansas. My son and I went to Golden Corral for dinner, and not the best place to eat when you're watching your weight. No, it's not, because the Golden Corral has the buffet.
Yeah, it's tempting to keep going back.
Oh yeah. That's why most people go to Golden Corral is because they feel like they get their money's worth. We have not eaten at Golden Corral in probably how long? 15 years.
Oh, ages and ages.
I don't care for buffets, to be completely honest. I just don't. I think a lot of people allow their kids to go up there, and you don't know who's touched what. And I've never been a fan of buffets, but since I've gotten older, and I guess I'm more of a stick in the mud, but I've gotten older, and I know how easy it is to get sick and stuff like that. I just avoid buffets altogether. Now Andrew loves going to that Chinese place.
Restaurant. I can't think what it's called.
He loves going to the Chinese restaurant, and he and his friend, they eat and eat and eat. But yeah, I just can't do it. How long do you plan to be on? Hello from Italy. Wow. I don't know how long. We will get off before Survivor comes on for sure. Survivor comes on at 8. Hello from Hicksville, Long Island. Now, is that the real name of the town is Hicksville, or do you just, because here in Kentucky, people would say, we live in Hicksville, and they would be joking, that it, like a hick town. So is it really called Hicksville? What is your favorite movie? I like the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but I also like, I've got my favorite Christmas movies. I've got my favorite Thanksgiving movies. There's different movies for different times of the year. So, just depending on what you're talking about. What is your favorite chain restaurant? Okay, sit-down restaurant. I like, if it's a sit-down restaurant, I like Old Chicago and Texas Roadhouse.
Right, someplace like you would be served, waited on.
But now, if you're talking about like fast food, like drive-through, we like Culver's and Chick-fil-A. Yeah. Chick-fil-A is really, really good.
Or
Hicksville, yes, no joke. That's cool.
What's the? It's not Qdoba.
How old is
Chipotle?
Chipotle's good too.
Chipotle's good.
How old is Guido? Guido will be 14 this year. 14 in June or July. 14 in July.
Old man.
I know Hicksville. Yes, it's really called that. That's funny. Hi from Canada, Sacramento, California. There are a lot of people in here from California right now. Wonder why? Because they're 3 hours ahead of us.
3 o'clock?
Yeah, you would think that they would still be at work. Favorite brand of bacon?
Oh, Lord. Anything.
Fisher's, cheap.
I like the, begins with a G.
Old Chicago is excellent pizza.
Yeah, Old Chicago is good. It gets from Boley's too.
She said, how are the prices? The prices...
They're more expensive than Pizza Hut or regular pizza places.
But it's better quality. I mean, it's really, really good pizza. I love it. Just listen to any Billy Joel music to understand Hicksville, New York. I love Billy Joel. What did I miss? Morgan said. Morgan, you haven't missed anything. We've just been sitting here gabbing. Hi, Tami and Kevin from a freezing Scotland. You should be in bed. Hi from Vermont. Watching it work. Okay. What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
It's going to be sad, but it's vanilla.
Kevin does like his
vanilla. Or I like cookie dough. I like a fudge swirl, which is mostly vanilla with some fudge in it.
Thank you for stopping in from Germany.
Oh, wow.
We appreciate that. I know it's your bedtime. Thank you for stopping in. You can watch this tomorrow. Favorite frozen pizza? Do you have to ask?
Screaming Sicilian.
Screaming Sicilian. Screaming Sicilian beats everything we've ever tried. It is
really good.
It is absolutely
I like it better than
delicious.
DiGiorno or anything.
It's delicious.
By the way, just in case you're wondering. I'm eating these Great Value or Walmart brand Snack Attack salt and vinegar chips. They're really good.
What was it like to become a parent and then a grandparent?
You go ahead.
I'm trying to. You've been eating this entire time.
I continue to eat. Parent was, you know, a little scarier because you're in charge of that person's life
Yeah.
for the rest of your life.
Right. Forever.
Yeah. Grandparent though, it's a little more laid back. You can, you know, you don't have to worry about the discipline. You don't have to worry about the money. You don't have to worry about raising them to do the right thing, and you know, you don't have to worry about all that stuff. So you can just have fun. You don't stress about it.
Something good that I've noticed is with the grandchildren is you don't have to be responsible for any of the parties.
Or school.
Yeah,
or homework,
it's their
or any
birthday
of that stuff.
and they get to plan it all. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Decorating and buying the cake and all that stuff.
Mhm.
I don't have to worry about it anymore. What's so good about Chick-fil-A? I love their spicy chicken. I absolutely love the flavor of it. I think it's delicious. They just have the best chicken in my opinion.
I'm gonna run this back in the fridge real quick. You keep talking.
Oh, okay. The best thing about living near Lexington, it seems like a cool city. It's big enough to have everything, like all the cool stores and stuff like that, and nice shopping, and that, like, they have Rupp Arena for big ball games, and they can have big concerts, but then they also have the Opera House, the Lexington Opera House, where you can see ballets and all kinds of things performed. They have the beautiful cemetery. They have the historic buildings, but then they also have a lot of cool restaurants and stuff like that. It's big enough to have everything, but it's still small to where it doesn't intimidate me at all to drive around there.
I'll get my one piece of white chocolate.
That's from Mona. That's that Lent.
It's really good.
It is so good. Somebody had asked me, was it solid or was it creamy? And those are creamy. And if you put those on your tongue and let them dissolve, it's almost cold.
Which I don't really do. I chew it. I don't have the patience to let it melt sometimes.
Why is Kevin wearing an earphone?
Oh, I was listening for alerts, but I've got them turned off anyway, so it's okay.
How is Guido doing?
He's good. He's laying right here on the floor.
He didn't eat dinner. I think he knew that there was something going on. Something different. Anything different, and he won't eat. So Kevin had ran the cord, the cable, from the bedroom into here, and Kevin was sitting in here getting everything set up and everything, and he knew that it was something different, so he didn't eat. So
He'll usually go back and eat later.
But he'll still want that treat at 8 o'clock, believe it. Have you ever eaten at Bojangles? No.
No, they have one. Somebody asked me would we go vegan for a day. We go, honestly, truth be told, sometimes there are days that we go pretty close to vegan, honestly. That's
Morgan.
There's days that we don't eat meat, really. I mean,
Morgan, I don't eat a lot of meat at all. I'm eating this tonight.
Yeah, but here lately we've been eating salads. Now, admittedly, sometimes they have chicken or something like that, but I would be fine with a salad without meat.
Oh, yeah, those salads, I didn't think about that.
But I would be fine with salad without meat, with just dressing and some lettuce. I like
Yeah.
lettuce, a little bit of tomato, and dressing, and that's it. I mean, I could live. I don't want to eat anything else. But lunches, I mean, I do lunchtime reviews, but there's been occasions I've done many vegan lunches. So I mean, I don't mind vegan. I don't know. I think I'd miss meat after a while though.
My favorite M&M is the one that they didn't bring out, the candy corn. The white chocolate candy corn is my favorite M&M.
I like it just a regular old peanut M&M.
I do like peanut M&M. I like the caramel ones a whole lot.
Yeah, caramel ones are good too.
Have you tried the bubbly drinks at Walmart? Is it not the Clear American?
Because those are kind of sparkling, aren't they?
I mean, they're supposed to be, but I don't think they're supposed to be sparkling water. But they're not anything
sparkling.
like that LaCroix.
They're not very sparkling.
How do you feel about the upcoming hurricane season? We don't get
We get the after effects because
Yeah,
we're
we
so
don't
far inland. We
have
may
the
get
problems.
we may get some high rains, but nothing bad here.
Korea. Yeah, you all did originate the mukbang. Hi from Washington State.
They
Still
also
like
they were
the.
New York City.
Has Kevin lost weight?
I have lost some weight. I've lost 15 to 16 pounds since early February. So I'm working on it. I've gotten a belt. I've gotten down a belt notch on my belt. So that's pretty cool.
That's a big deal. When you can move down a notch on your belt, I can tell a difference that he's lost weight.
Yeah.
What is the one thing you wish you could buy from the UK in US supermarkets? Either Mr. Kipling cakes or flapjacks. I love those flapjacks. I'm sad they didn't bring the strawberry shortcake M&Ms back this year. Have you been able to find the white chocolate peanut M&M? No.
White chocolate M&M.
Tammy, Crystal is working on a special gift for you. Thank you so much. Crystal is the one that made us the hats, the Pokemon, and she made me the pug.
Yeah.
How often do you drive, Tammy? Not very often, but whenever I want to. I told Kevin the other day, I said, you should let me drive. It's not let me, I say it like that, but Kevin does not mind me driving anytime. But I told him the other day, I said, you should let me drive sometimes because I'm afraid I'll forget, but I wouldn't forget. Would you please do more what I ate on Wednesday or even more days if possible? It has helped me. Oh, thank you, Vicky. That's nice to know. Hottest pepper or sauce you've eaten, like ghost pepper. Those Pakai, is that how you pronounce it? Those chips?
Corn chips.
That's in the black bag.
Yeah, they're awful.
Yeah, that's.
Matter of fact, they came out with. They were so hot. They actually came out with this little bag where you can buy them. That
have one
that challenge you. I think they have more than one, but they don't have very many.
Have you heard about the new Arctic Zero flavors that are more like Halo Top calorie wise? I have not. Favorite topping on pancakes? Butter and syrup. Love butter and syrup. The Halo Top, Arctic Zero. I kind of regret ever doing the videos on the Arctic Zero because they're so bad. They're so bad, the Arctic Zero, compared to like the Halo Top. Halo Top is just so good that, yeah, I just regret ever mentioning Arctic Zero. When did you and Kevin get married? Kevin and I have been married for a long
ages and ages and ages.
A long. Now I'm going to count these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can
You
have
were almost just right. 10 chips. They're 10 calories each.
They're 10 calories each, and I do count them out because if I don't, I can eat the entire container, literally.
Easily.
Because I love. Oh, and I'm eating the pizza. They're the great value. They're the pizza ones. Brett said, "Hey." Thank you so much, Leah. Have you found the new Butterfinger Dark? I haven't, but we haven't been out since this past weekend. Have you tried Halo Top Blueberry? We don't have the blueberry here yet.
Yeah. Sometimes they're slow about getting stuff around.
Are you going to try the new Ben & Jerry's low calorie? I haven't seen those here yet. And it's funny because I've seen pictures. People have taken them in the United Kingdom of the lower calorie. It's like, okay, I can't find them here.
Right.
Why are you able to find them there? Yeah, that's weird.
That is funny.
Peanut butter and jelly or a BLT?
BLT for me.
I would rather have peanut butter and jelly.
I want to scroll real quick. I would rather have the BLT because.
Haley, we did not have a wedding. We did a video where we talked about how we met, and I guess I didn't put pictures at the end of that. I thought I did. We got married in the courthouse. That's what I talked about it in that video. We did not have a wedding at all. Just literally, I was wearing a sweatshirt and a pair of blue jeans, and we went down to the courthouse on a
Ate
break.
at McDonald's afterwards.
And that was it.
That was it.
We did not have a wedding. Would you ever apply for the Amazing Race or Big Brother? I would do Big Brother in the United Kingdom. I would not want to do Big Brother here. Because I think Big Brother in the United Kingdom, they do not have all the competitions. You know, you wouldn't be expected to wear a two-piece bathing suit or something like that. Kevin is the Paul Hollywood of Kentucky. Yes,
I wish.
The Amazing Race would be fun.
It'd be fun, but I'd be so stressed. I mean, I stress about travel anyway when I've had weeks and weeks to plan. I can't imagine being handed, here, go to this country and just go. I would literally stress out. I think I'd have a heart attack.
I've never seen Blackberry Lemonade, Clear America. What age do people retire in the USA?
It depends, really. It's all over the place.
Well, talk about yourself.
Well, teachers are so different. Like, you can have, it depends on the retirement plan you're on for the most part. Like, teachers can usually about 30 years in, you can retire. It really doesn't matter about age, but it just depends on other places. You have to be at least 62 or 65.
Right.
You know, you have to work until you're that age. It's just different
that's
for everybody.
What most people are.
Most people are 62, 65 once the Medicare, Medicaid kind of kicks in.
How old will you be?
Unless they really screw with, they're messing with pensions right now, so who knows. As it stands right this second, I would be probably around 58 when I could retire, and that'll be 30 years. And that's being 90-some% vested, so basically you get 90% of whatever your income was, you get that in retirement. So.
Yeah, we won't get political, but we've been very disappointed
in some of the crazy stuff this governor's doing.
Yeah, we're not pleased. We're thinking we're going to be voting very, very differently next election.
And you know what? Honestly, I still believe in a lot of the same views, but it seems like every time, I'm just going to say it, every time a Republican governor gets put in, their first instinct is to go after education and cut higher education because they think everybody's like UK. And UK, University of Kentucky, it's a big university. It's got millions and millions of dollars coming in from just people donating. I mean, they got millions of dollars in investments and stuff. And we're a community college. We don't have that kind of money coming in. So they like to lump us all together. And bad thing is, it doesn't affect UK as much, but it really impacts us. I mean, they're talking about cuts right now that could be $3 or $4 million in it every year to be cut. That's a huge cut. I mean, that's taken. They would have to cut programs and cut people if they really start getting that bad off. I would think. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but anyway, it's crazy.
Zach said, summer or fall, favorite part of whatever season. I like the fall because I like the crispness in the air. I like the leaves, the colors of the leaves. I like the big orange pumpkins and the red gourds and the white gourds, and I like to be able to put on a hoodie. I love hoodies, if you didn't know, and so I like it to where it's not really cold out, but I like to be able to wear my hoodies too. If I could just wear a hoodie out and nothing, not a coat or anything, that's what I like. Which season do you like?
I like spring just because the trees are coming out, and the flowers and stuff like that.
Yeah, right now you're seeing a lot of the grass is starting to turn green, and it's you see these daffodils, and it's like it's a renewal. Every single year it's a renewal, and it's not to get sappy or anything, but it just makes you think of, like, in your own life, that you can renew yourself every single year. You get a new opportunity, and so that's what I think. The craziness that goes through my mind when I see like daffodils, I think, oh, this is, it could be a rebirth. It's just a renewal, and you can start and start a new day. So
Jacob, sorry you're getting timed out, but if you use lots of caps and lots of symbols, then it times you out for a little while. So just know that.
Yeah, but it's okay. Stay. We
Yeah,
still
stay around.
Yeah. Petey said hi. A few minutes ago, someone asked whether you would do more What I Ate Wednesdays again, but you really didn't answer. Well, that's why we were doing. I will do more What I Ate Wednesdays. Yes, the answer to that is yes, but I don't plan on doing both, like this and the What I Ate Wednesdays. So this is what I've been saying. If you see a What I Ate Wednesday up, like for example next week, if you see a What I Ate Wednesday up, that means we will not have a live show. I won't do both, just because it's easier for me that way, and I'm thinking that way too. I truly do not think we're going to get to go on vacation. That's just what I'm thinking. We're not going to get to go anywhere. But I'm thinking if we do go on vacation, then that week, there will be a What I Ate Wednesday up that week, So that's a way of knowing that.
And I've had people. There's a girl that I work with that she went on a big diet and she lost a lot of weight and stayed off of it. And she says she watches all of her What I Ate Wednesdays. So I'm sure she'll miss them too.
Yeah, I need to do it. It's just that.
Well, you were getting to the point where you were eating the same thing.
Okay, perfect example. This morning, you all, if you watch my What I Ate Wednesday, you know the drill. This morning, I had 2 blueberry Eggos for breakfast with sugar-free syrup, and then for lunch, actually, for a snack, I had a Hobnob bar, one of the snack bars, because Carly sent me some Hobnob snack bars from the United Kingdom. You all will see the review like weeks and weeks from now, but I had one of those for a snack. And then for lunch, I had a Nature Valley crunchy peanut butter bar. So this exact same thing as I always have. And someone had even said, yeah, it gets kind of old. You eat a Nature Valley bar every day for lunch. But that's just me. And so if I tell you I'm eating something else, then it's
then
not.
You're just doing it for the video.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So, do you all want to see
the same
thing every so I felt bad, in other words. So that's what I'm getting at. I felt bad, and so I thought we would try this to kind of change it up a little bit, and I didn't know if you all would like it or not. Rural county or urban city? Oh, urban city.
Yeah. I actually like the in between, they kind of right on the outskirts of a bigger city. That's Ashley, by the
way. Hello. Yeah, hold on. She wants me to open the door.
Oh.
She does not realize at all that we're live.
I would rather live like on the outskirts of a city, like where we live now. It's a smaller town outside of a bigger city, but then be able to drive into the bigger city to do whatever you need to do. That's just me. Just because bigger cities tend to cost a lot more to live in,
She's not even home yet. I just opened the door. Maybe you could do them on a different day. Yes, that is a thought. You're absolutely right. Love you guys. Your family is very blessed to have you both as parents. Thank you. Happy Easter. Thank you very much. Teaching is very underappreciated in society today. People do not realize how important it truly is. Thanks, Kevin. That's nice. I highly vote for both What I Ate Wednesdays and the live. Okay. This is good to know. It's good to know that you like them. The live shows are fantastic. I'm so glad you like them.
Especially when they're not choppy.
Would you ever move to another state? Yes.
Yeah, we've both thought about that.
Tell them where you've thought about moving. Truly.
We've thought about what, Florida?
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about Florida. I don't
know. Florida, because it's warm.
It's warm. I like changing seasons, but I like today. It's been fairly warm, and all of a sudden today it's tanked and it's down like 28, 29 degrees. I get tired of that. I could live with a few weeks in the 20s and 30s, and then after that go away, warm back up in the 70s. That's what I'd like. So it just, I'd much rather be in a state where it's a little warmer.
Hello. It's okay. Ashley's home.
Somebody asked what I teach. I used to teach. I teach at a college, so I teach electronics and computer repair or servicing, digital electronics. That's what I used to teach. Now I just teach the digital. I don't really teach anything else.
Techno Squid said Florida is humid and depressing. Yes, but we're thinking about around the Magic Kingdom.
Hi.
Your
preview's right there.
Oh.
Do you want to come in and talk?
No.
You might
probably
get,
gonna go
you
eat,
might
huh?
get a couple questions.
No. I don't feel good.
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
don't
go,
feel good?
No. I'm gonna go take some medicine.
What is Movie HQ?
That's me.
That's Dad's alter ego.
That's me. What's showing up on the channel is a bot, an automated system that's just it's got a timer to do messages. It times out people if they try to put in bad words, swear words, if you capitalize everything, that kind of stuff. It just takes care of the channel. But in reality, that's a channel. That's my YouTube channel.
Yeah, he has a YouTube channel. It's called Movie HQ.
Yeah.
It's if you go there.
Yeah, I play video games and stuff like that.
Yeah, he plays video games.
Me and Andrew.
If you've ever wondered what he teaches, if you look through some of those videos, you will see what he teaches on there because he has some instructional videos on there. Hi Ashley. It got up to 49 today in St. Louis, but major rain coming tomorrow. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I saw somebody say it was 60 something in Australia.
Come to South Carolina. We have all the seasons. You know what? And I've thought about that. I have a friend who moved from here to South Carolina, and she has said that the thing that she loves about it is in just a couple of hours. She said we could be at the beach or we could go to the mountains. She said it's just whatever we choose to do, and it seems like a wonderful place to live. And I enjoyed it when we went to Paris Island. I enjoyed it. I love those big trees with the Spanish moss, and I mean we don't get Spanish moss here. That's beautiful. But I have looked at houses. I like to go to Realtor.com. I have looked at houses and. In the Charleston area?
Yeah.
They're expensive. When you baking your something, Petey asked something and it went by so quick. It said something about Paul Hollywood. Whatever Jacob is typing, it does not like it.
When are we baking our next Paul Hollywood? He's putting caps in. He's trying to get timed out. He's doing it on purpose.
Jacob. When are we?
When's the next baking Paul Hollywood bake?
I meant to bring my book in here. Hold on, I'll go get it.
North Carolina. We've driven through. I've never actually stayed there, but I've driven through both states.
Through where?
North Carolina and South Carolina.
Okay, I have my book. The next Paul Hollywood video.
Somebody's at North Carolina, best Carolina.
Paul Hollywood. See, I'm backed up. I'm really backed up on videos. Tomorrow's Thursday. See, when I first started YouTube, I didn't have to do.
You should see this book. It's awful.
I didn't have to write down everything, and now I have to write down everything.
Well, you have to schedule it all
out. Yes, I do have to schedule it out. The next Paul Hollywood video. I'm sure there's questions you could be answering while I'm looking. No question. Okay.
When's Ashley gonna get married? She doesn't have a boyfriend.
She doesn't have a boyfriend. Yeah.
So if she got married anytime soon, I'd be quite surprised.
Yeah.
But she's concentrating on school. She's almost out of school, so that's what she's worried about.
Really, the next cooking video is not a Paul Hollywood video. It's making Middlesbrough Parmo. Have any of you heard of Middlesbrough Parmo?
Is that the chicken?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was
good.
wonderful. But that won't be until next week. That won't be until the 31st. And then, so that means the next Paul Hollywood book, I think will be the next week. Or, you know what, I could have very easily skipped one too. Get rid of Movie HQ.
Madison said she poured her tea into her peanut butter instead of into her cup.
Oh, no. That's hilarious.
Says,
Did I miss dinner again? You did, but you can watch it tomorrow. It's okay. Have you guys tried Nature's Bakery oat bars?
that sounds
We've had the
familiar.
Nature's Bakery. Those are the ones that they have blueberry and apple. And
Are they in a green box?
they're in green and white.
Okay.
A green
I'm
and
thinking
white box.
I could be thinking of Nature's Path or something. too.
I'm thinking that's Nature's Bakery that we've tried. Have you ever thought about? Have you ever done a trick for April Fools? No.
I mean, I have in the past on people, but nothing recently.
Do you know when you might make it back to the UK, and what else would you like to see while here? That's in another book. I have literally another book of things written down, places that I would like to go, and it's not just in London. Like, hey Ashley, will you bring me that Alice in Wonderland book from the drawer? I'll have Ashley go get it. But there are places in London, of course, that I have written down. But then there are places all over that I would like to see. I would like to see Oxford. I would like to see Hastings,
There's so many places.
Cornwall. Kevin said he would like to visit Scotland again because when we went to Scotland, we only had a day, and it was so. It's. Edinburgh specifically, but we would like to go to Scotland. But Edinburgh specifically, we would like to go to again because it's on 2 levels, and it gets kind of.
Three levels.
Was it 3
It
levels?
was only 2. I remember walking upstairs twice, really bad stairs.
And it.
Awful stairs. Straight up.
Yeah,
About
it's
100
kind
of
of
them.
confusing, but.
A couple people have said, or somebody asked if we'd ever go on a cruise. I've never been interested in a cruise just because I think I'd be bored.
I think when this is no offense to anybody.
No,
this
'cause
is
I know a lot of
just
people
us.
love them.
This is just us. I think when we get older, that's when we'll be interested in a cruise.
Even then, I don't know if I'd be interested in a cruise.
We're very active. That's why we haven't gone to a beach yet. Is because like for the beach part, it would be fun to walk on the sand and collect seashells and stuff like that, and it would be beautiful. However, we like to stay busy. We're not ones to just like lay in one place for a long time. And so
Well,
a
a cruise,
you're stuck on this ship,
but
and
there's a lot of drinking and partying, and I'm not that part.
and
type
eating
person.
and eating. You want to eat. You can eat all day long every day. We would rather see new sights every day and be able to get out.
Run around.
So yeah. So I think that's why I'm thinking when we get older, a cruise would be better. Why did Ashley move out of her apartment? Ashley moved out of her apartment because she had a full-time job there. She had a very good job, and she was making good money and had good benefits and all that. However, Ashley did not like the job. She could have stayed at that job from now until the time she retires, but she didn't actually like it. It wasn't fulfilling at all. So she decided that she wanted to go back to school for education and get her degree. And in order to go back to school, she couldn't afford to. She would have to quit her job, and so she couldn't have stayed in her apartment. So she moved back in here. But she will graduate in December. So that's which is awesome. It's hard to believe that it's coming up that soon.
Somebody said, have you ever thought about, you mentioned all the work it takes to do your videos. Have you ever thought about lowering the number of videos you post per day?
I have thought about lowering the number of videos I post per day. However, that would just mean they would get more backed up.
That's true.
Because
and plus just how YouTube works, the more you put out, the more hits you make, the more successful you are at it. And
I want to be successful at this. I really do.
Yeah.
I want
to get up into the hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
That would be awesome. I'll probably have gray hair by then, but
YouTube will be gone.
Yeah, YouTube will be gone by then. That would be awesome. But two, the reason I don't make fewer videos a day, because just for an example, if someone sends me a box of 20 foods, well, that's 20 foods. I group them together, maybe even 4 in each group. But I've got, then there's videos that have to be made on each one of those. Plus, there's things locally. You know, you're talking about things overseas that people want me to try. Then I've got things locally that are constantly coming out, new foods that are constantly coming out. And that's not even mentioning things that have been around forever that we just have never tried. So if I didn't keep putting out as many videos as I do every day.
You have enough videos for another year.
Oh yeah, they would be going on forever and ever. And so that's why I put out so many videos.
And things are growing too, like the books. Not a lot of people watch the books, but it started out with 15 people watching the books. The where you read the books, and now she gets 125 or more regularly on the books. So it's cool. So, you know, the more you do, the more people like to watch them, and they find you, and you know, if you quit doing it, then
and they rely on me. You know, they come to know that, hey, Tammy's going to put out a book every single day at 7 o'clock in the morning. There's going to be a book, and people depend on that. And I've had a lot of grandparents tell me that they put their grandchildren, you know, in front of the TV because they can watch that book, and I think that is so incredibly cool. Really neat. Somebody said something about an age, but it's cut off. Something about 60 or 65 now. He goes.
My brother started going on a cruise at age 60, 65 now. He goes twice a year now.
See, now that makes sense to me, because I think when we get to the point where we're not as active, I think truly we will love a cruise. The worst days on a cruise is when you just are out at sea and do not actually visit anywhere. They do have activities. Yeah, that Jacob person, I thought at first that it was somebody that actually watched us, but I think it's somebody in here that actually you should just ban them, because I don't think they're in here for a good reason. I thought they were in here, I thought they were trying to be funny at first, and now I don't think they're trying to be funny anymore.
They're gone.
Okay, bye Jacob. See ya. Okay. I just tried the Kentucky Legends turkey breast. I love it. Oh, that's great. I tell all my friends about your channel, and now they're hooked. Thank you so much. The book today was the best. Thank you for reading it again. It's hard to find, believe it or not, it's hard to find more children's books that are religious for the Easter season. So a lot of them that I have coming out are not religious, but there will be. I think there are a couple more that will be coming out that are religious. So I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Scottish Lass said that they want you to put out more videos a day.
Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. She's a sweetheart. Good for Ashley. What are you doing?
Make it bigger for you.
He's making the chat bigger. Oh, okay, so it won't get cut off. Oh, cool.
Now you get to see more of it.
Cool. Now it won't get I've been binge watching your older videos, and I'm hooked. Thank you so much. The cruise I went on stopped every day at a new location. Well, now see, that's cool. That would be a really
yeah. If it stopped regularly and you're not spending all this time on the boat, it might be fun. I've had friends that take cruises, like they'll go. They'll fly to Germany, spend a couple days in Germany, and then take a cruise from like Germany to Italy.
Yes.
And then spend a couple days in Italy, and then it's almost like a bus tour, but it's on a ship,
yes.
and you go visit.
And that does sound really cool.
And she doesn't. They literally stay.
Their family does. The whole family.
Yeah, the whole family goes, but they actually stay at the location a few days. So the boat will dock for a couple days in Italy, and then they run around Italy for a couple days, and then get back on the boat. So and you stay on the boat each night, so they stay there and run back and forth. It sounds fun.
You watched the preview for Real Player One.
Oh, it looked pretty neat.
We didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
We saw the name of it, and we didn't realize.
Yeah, we were just looking at a list of movies coming out this
right.
year. I actually had seen that preview somewhere on TV during a show, I'm sure, and thought it looked pretty cool. So that does look like a neat movie. We wrote it down.
How many videos do you tend to edit each day?
Depends on the day.
It depends on the day. Yesterday, I edited no fewer than 10 because I was doing lunchtime review. I edit lunchtime review videos. I'm the one that makes those videos.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah, Kevin.
I record them. I don't do anything else.
Kevin, if you watch his Movie HQ channel, the gaming channel, and his teaching channel, he's 100% solely responsible for all those. Any videos that are lunchtime review or my channel, I edit all of those. So not only am I doing the 4 videos that you see every morning, but when you see a lunchtime review video come out at 12:30, I'm the one that's made that video. So yesterday I was busy with lunchtime review and my videos, so it was a lot. Now today's been slow because I'm pretty caught up.
And it was your cleaning day too.
Yeah, today was my cleaning day, so I did clean it takes me half a day to clean, and so I did all my cleaning today. Good for Ashley. It's important to enjoy your life, and work is a big part of it. Yeah, she wants to be able to enjoy what she does, and she is really enjoying education. Cruises are not for introverts.
That's
Morgan, that's kind of what Kevin was thinking too.
It's going to be like go out and party and dance and sing. And
Kevin's not a dancer.
I'm not doing any of that.
He's not going to do any of it, yeah. And then they're going to want to get you together to play shuffleboard or putt-putt or something. Do you think Kevin's going to want to do that with?
Well, putt-putt wouldn't be bad, but I'm not going to go stand out in the sun and do it.
Kevin's definitely wouldn't be the nightlife dancing person.
No.
Now me, you can totally imagine that I would do all of that stuff, but not Kevin. That's why we're so good together, is because I'm the wilder of the more outgoing. Yeah.
Carrot cake kisses.
What time does Kevin leave for work and come home?
It depends on the day.
Kevin leaves for work
I leave
early.
Yeah, I leave at like 6:45 or so.
Yeah, about 6:40 in the morning.
Yeah.
And the time he comes home is just dependent on what college he's going to.
Right.
Usually about 4 o'clock in the
Yeah.
afternoon is safe to say.
Yeah. Some days I get to come home earlier, but
I
most
want
days
to go on the Star Trek cruise for nerd reasons. I didn't know there was a Star Trek cruise.
That'd be pretty cool.
Did
then
you
somebody
know?
said, what do they want to dress up as?
Oh, Jean-Luc Picard. Ashley likes Riker.
Yeah.
It is so funny because Ashley can talk to you about Star Trek.
The Next Generation.
The Next Generation. We all love The Next Generation. But Ashley, you wouldn't think that about her, but she loves it. And so here lately,
She's been watching
it again, because she'll work her way through the season, and then she'll go to something else like The Office or something, and now she's back on The Next Generation. And so I walked in the bedroom last night, and there was Jean-Luc Picard, and she said something like, "I really like him." And I said, "Yeah, you like to look at him, don't you? You think he's cute?" And she said, "No, I like Riker." she likes Riker. And I said something about his beard, and she said that he didn't have his beard. She's watching like the first ones. So the one she's watching right now, he doesn't have his beard.
He looks a little better with a beard.
We like him better with a beard.
Of course, I'm kind of partial.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we like the beard. Hi, Linda. Your videos are the best.
And I didn't know that Ready Player One was a book. I'm gonna have to look it up and see.
I know you don't typically talk about politics, but are there any political issues that we care about?
Right now, it's the budget for schools.
Right. Yeah, because the budget for his school has been threatened, and my sister with her, what has she been talking about? Her retirement, because my sister works for the government.
Although I think they decided not to touch any of that stuff. So.
Oh, did they? Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But other political issues, I could get myself into deep trouble. I'll give you one more, and this will tick some people off, but it is what it is. I'm just going to say it. I think everybody should be allowed to own a gun if you want to own a gun. However, I don't see any need for private citizens to own assault rifles.
Yeah.
There we go. I just don't see a need for it. I think if you, a handgun's fine, it's all safety. I agree with that. I would not want to take that away, but I think just yeah, assault rifles. I think that they belong in war, and anyway.
But everybody's opinion is so different.
Everybody's opinion's different. I have family members who own them, so I respect that. If you feel like you should be able to have them, I totally respect that because I have family members who own them. So I'm just telling you how I feel. That's just something else politically. But we try not to talk about it too much because.
Well, you're going to alienate half the people that are watching you.
Yeah, and
when
I
you
don't want
say
to,
anything.
and I don't want to do that because I like all of you. So much. I like all
Well,
of you.
politics doesn't make me like or dislike anybody. Whether you agree or disagree with me.
But some people would immediately not like me because
Oh yeah, I agree. I'm
yeah.
saying me personally, I don't care what your views are. Politically, we can agree or disagree.
Right,
it really
because
doesn't matter to me.
I am the type of person that I actually like to hear the other point of view. I actually enjoy that because it helps me to learn.
Mm-hmm.
When you listen to other people's opinions besides your own, you're learning. You're learning how they feel, and you're learning what makes them tick. And you might hear things aside that of the conversation that you didn't expect to hear.
Right.
So I have a lot of friends who believe completely opposite of the way that I believe, but I just take that as a learning experience. Some people really take it to heart and they're like, I don't want to be your friend at all if you feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
And so I truly, for the YouTube channel, I try to keep it, not middle ground. Yeah, middle ground. Thank you. Have you started watching anything on Netflix? I watched a show by myself today. It wasn't with Kevin, and I can't remember the name of it. It is one that was in Britain, but it's new on Netflix, and it's something about beauty, the ugly truth of beauty, something
did
like
I save that. No, there was another one that I saved.
It's like the ugly part of beauty or the ugly side of beauty, something like that. But listen, don't watch it if you're going to be offended by nudity because this is actual surgeries. It actually shows like botched. They're trying to teach girls positivity and like you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to look perfect to live in this world. And so a lot of what they're showing is like women who have had boob jobs and stuff like that, and it's gone wrong. And so they're showing you, look, this is what can happen.
Right.
And
it's kind of like a botched body.
Right. And you look beautiful just the way you are. It's fine if you have the surgery, but you don't have to have the surgery to get along in society, Because a lot of girls, I think that they have to be perfect, and you don't. You don't have to be perfect. So I started watching that today.
Yeah, I was just bored the other day and was watching the Planet Earth.
Yeah.
They have season 2 of Planet Earth on there. That's kind of neat.
We're still enjoying Only Fools and Horses. That gets more funny every time we watch it. And we're in what, season 4?
4.
We just started season 4. And
The Ugly Face of Beauty, is that it?
Yeah, that's it. The Ugly Face of Beauty. Yes, I watched the first episode today and it was really good. But now it does have nudity because it's from the UK and they're not as funny about it as they are here. And they're literally, when you're looking at these people, you're not looking at them like all googly eyed, like because you want them. You're looking at them because this is what happened to them, and this is a tragedy that this happened to their body,
right.
And so you look at it a different way. But they do show, they actually show surgeries too. So if you're squeamish about blood or stuff like that, then you don't want to watch it. But I personally really like it. Yeah, The Ugly Face of Beauty, that's it.
Will Wheaton reads the audiobook for Ready Player One. That's neat. Will Wheaton, I like Will Wheaton.
I like Will Wheaton too.
Somebody said you were going to look up something in your Alice
Oh,
book.
I was going to look up and see what places that I had written down. Places to visit.
And Krypton, while you're looking, I haven't heard of Krypton on the sci-fi. I'll have to look it up and see what it is. I'm assuming it's a Superman kind of movie, or show, but I haven't.
You know what though? I think I've only written down places in London because.
I'm sure.
Well, the reason.
I'm sure.
No. The reason is because when you pick out a certain bus tour, they're going to take you to those other places.
Yeah.
So I don't have to write down specific places for those.
Right.
Whereas in London, I have to write down
very
we
have
specific
to travel to those
places.
Hi, Chastity.
So, Chastity's in here. Okay, so I've written down like the National Maritime Museum, Paddington Station, Somerset House, the Old Operating Theatre, the Clockmakers Museum, Lambeth Palace, the Roof Gardens at Kensington, Toff's Fish and Chips. See, I write down restaurants too. Toff's Fish and Chips, which is
ones that you've heard people recommend.
Yes, I listen to Listed Londoner. I absolutely love that. And I tell you what else I love too, a radio show, and you can listen to it in the United States. It's called, Petey turned me on to both of these. It's called Desert Island Discs. And it is the most fascinating, if you like music at all, it's just fascinating because they'll get somebody on there, like I'm going to give a name that a lot of you all will probably recognize. They'll have somebody like Kelsey Grammer on there. And so Kelsey Grammer will get on there and they will ask him, like if you're on a deserted island, what music are you going to take with you? And that's the premise of the entire radio program is what is the most important music to you, and what, and then at the end of the show, out of all those that you've named, and they play them, so like you pick, like if I pick Beethoven's Seventh, then they're going to play it, and then at the end of the program you have to pick, like, okay, what's the most important one to you? I consider it fascinating. I love it. But I mean, there's all kinds of things. I have Primrose Hill, St. James's Park, Alexandria Palace. A lot of these are just to get better views of London. Crystal Palace, the Bride's Church, Blackfriars Bridge, Hampstead Heath, because there's supposed to be good views. Parliament Hill is for the views. St. Pancras Old Church, the Hoover Building. It's now a Tesco, but it used to. Anyway, that's the kind of things I have written down in here. So, let's see. What motivated you to want to lose weight? Way back when we lost weight in 2007, I'm assuming, or now, because we're both trying to lose some pounds now. Back then, honestly, I went through a funk. I went through a funk in my life at that period of time, and I don't know what hit me. I was watching a movie that has, to this day, I don't know. There's absolutely no connection with the movie and weight loss or anything like that. It's just bizarre. But all of a sudden, it came into my mind. I was laying in the bed watching this movie in the middle of the day while Kevin was at work, and I thought, I need to lose this weight. I need to get up out of this bed. I need to get off my butt
and do something.
And I need to do something because I was 214 pounds, and to some people that does not sound like a lot, but for my body, for my 5'4.5" body, my body, it was well proportioned. It didn't seem like I weighed that much because it was everywhere. It was in my wrist, and when you start to lose weight, you will lose weight in places that you never ever knew you had weight. No, I mean my wrist, my fingers, just everywhere you start to lose weight. But something just came over me, and it's like, I have to do something, and it's literally a one day at a time battle. But I bought that step, and I've talked about it before, and I bought the step because it's something I knew I could do. I knew I can go up and down a step, because basically that's what you're doing. If you have a set of steps in your home, or to go outside or whatever, if you have a little stool, you can go up and down, and you're going to think you're not doing anything, but boy, you're going to get sore really quick, and you are doing something. So it's just tiny baby steps like that you might not feel like you might feel like you're not doing anything, but you really are. You're really making a step towards, you might only be able to do that 20 times one day, but the next day or the next week, you might be able to go up to 30. So, it's slow progress, but it is progress. I used to listen to Desert Island Disc when I was living in the UK for college. Morgan, that's cool. I wouldn't have never known that about you. I think you guys would enjoy Schitt's Creek. I have heard of that show. I hope I just pronounced that correctly. I hope so. Have you ever been to Nottingham? We have not been there, but I would. That is someplace I have seen pictures, and it is beautiful. I follow some people on Instagram that take beautiful pictures from all over, and that is someplace that they go, and I love those. My favorite video from you guys are the ones where you taste the goldfish. I'm glad you like that one. I love your Snyder's Pretzel Bites reviews. Great to hear you still enjoy those shows, Tami. Yes, Petey. You don't even know. I get so much pleasure out of those. I really do, because I have found new music. And that's the same thing about, I was talking about earlier about politics. If you're always listening to the same opinion, then I don't think you're growing as a person in your mind. That's the same thing with music. If you're always listening to the exact same music, then you're never learning anything else about what's out there. So that's what's good about Desert Island Discs, is you get to hear all kinds of music. And for me, a lot of it is stuff that I've never heard before. So it's really, really cool. And so it helps me to learn about new things. So I forgot about the caps. That's okay, yeah, Leslie.
I said that.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to catch comment. What is the food that you dislike or hate?
Mangoes.
Marmite and Vegemite.
Marmite, Vegemite. Don't really care for mango, seriously.
The Walden Farms peanut butter.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Avocado. I don't like avocado.
I don't mind it in like guacamole with seasonings and stuff, but I wouldn't eat it a raw one, no.
No. I thought the one where you tricked Andrew, where you were trying, that was the Walden Farms, the peanut butter. It was horrific. And we had already tried it. And then we had him come over and do a review, and he didn't know that we had already had it. And it was foul. I mean, worst tasting stuff I've ever had. Hi again. How old is Guido?
14 this year.
14. Did you choose a pug because he is an English pug? He's so cute. No, Kevin's just always liked pugs.
I always liked pugs.
He always liked pugs, and so I thought, we'll get him a pug. Yeah. And he was supposed to be for Kevin. But see, Kevin's gone to work every day. Yeah. So Guido actually chose me, although he loves you very much.
He slept on my pillow, or did for a long time until he got too big.
I went through a weight loss period. I learned that pacing yourself and eating smaller portions throughout the day helps.
Definitely helps.
That is why I like to eat at a certain time. Somebody had asked me last week, why do you limit yourself to a snack at 9 o'clock and a snack at 10 o'clock? Because I would eat all day long. I would eat, and like I do breakfast, and then I'll have a little snack, and then I'll have lunch. And then usually Kevin and I will do a review in the afternoon, and then I'll have my stuff for dinner, and then snacks at night. If I did not limit myself, I would be eating all day long, because when you come from a place where you're overweight, well, that's what I did eat all day long.
We ate We ate a lot of good stuff too.
I ate heavy stuff too. I can remember Kevin being at work, and I would make for myself for lunch. I would make macaroni and cheese with Velveeta, and I wouldn't just make like a small portion. You know, like the small portion cups they have out now. I would make a whole pan for just me, and it would fill up the whole plate and be mounded up. And I was eating that by myself and didn't think a thing of it because I didn't know that, anything. I just never thought about calories before. It didn't bother me. I would eat too. I would eat a whole sleeve of Ritz crackers with Jif peanut butter. Now, if you know anything about peanut butter at all,
it's already high in calories and fat.
Extremely high in
then
calories.
You're adding the Ritz to them.
Yeah, really. And so I would eat a whole sleeve and then wonder, why do my feet hurt so bad? You know, why do I feel this way? Because you shouldn't be eating all that.
And I'm a grazer, so I tend to walk through the kitchen and grab stuff.
Miley, am I saying your name right? Miley?
Hello.
Hi, Miley. Do you get tired of people when they complain saying you're not eating right? I feel like it's none of their business. Leslie, usually it's the same people, and it's a different type of personality. It's that type of personality that they think if they say it often enough that it's going to sink into my head and I'm going to change. Now, that being said, I did quit drinking Coke. I did stop drinking Coke Zero. I do not feel any differently. Literally have not felt one bit differently since I stopped drinking the Coke Zero. I know people probably don't like me saying that. They probably think I should be like, oh, tell everybody it's done you so much good.
They might say that, well, you'll know it in 20 years.
By then I'll be almost dead, okay? It's not going to make any difference then. But yes, I think the same people complain about what I eat, and, people want the What I Ate Wednesday videos, but then they want the same people that want to watch the What I Ate, not anybody that's mentioned it in here, but the same people that want we like to watch your What I Ate Wednesday videos, they like to also complain about, well, you shouldn't be eating this, and you shouldn't be eating this, and believe it or not, even when I buy healthy things, salads and stuff like that, I still get comments that I told Kevin one day, and I'll just say it, and I'll probably make somebody mad, but I told Kevin, I said, I feel like that unless I am pulling the lettuce out of the ground myself and getting dirt up under my fingernails, people aren't going to be happy, because people still aren't happy. Even though I'm eating a salad, it still isn't good enough. It needs to be something that I've bought all the bits and parts for, and I've cut it up, and I've put it in a bowl, or it's not the same. And so yeah, it does get old, and it's kind of like, I understand people wanting to see the What I Ate Wednesday, because I like watching other people what they eat too. But then again, it's like, you're just not going to be able to please everybody. I love watching your Paul Hollywood Love Fest video.
Yeah, it was funny.
We both enjoyed that, didn't we? Okay. Ritz are so good. Yes, they are. I know you count calories all the time, but you should take into consideration looking at sugars in the ingredients in your foods. Yes, Julia, you're right. How far away does Andrew live? Andrew lives within 10 minutes away from me.
Oh, yeah, she's pretty close.
He is very close.
He's real close.
We could walk there.
It's just hard to get him to come over because he's just doing a lot. He's got kids and works and all that stuff.
He works, and then like every other Friday, he plays Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, he plays cards with friends.
He gets together with a group of guys, and they play Magic the Gathering every other Friday. And then he also, little Gavin can play on that Xbox, and so
they play together. They play together split screen. They'll play like the Lego games and stuff. They have fun together,
cute.
so it's fun.
So cute. I love it.
Somebody said they missed the mukbang. If you subscribe to Tami on Twitter, we've been sending out a tweet letting people know that we're going to be live streaming. So if you follow her, hopefully you'll get that as a reminder.
Does Andrew make she quit Coke jokes? No. No. He could, but he doesn't. I missed them. That's okay, Jen, because you can watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be recorded.
Let's see. The one thing I can't live without is my morning coffee. If I don't start, I get a bad migraine. I guess technically it is an addiction, even though I only have 1 cup. Then somebody else said she drank Coke Zero, though. You're happy and healthy. You're doing the right thing for yourself because it works for you. It does work for me. Tammy, you have to grow your own vegetables, and it has to be organic. I know. That's how I feel. Literally, that's how I feel. Because I swear to you, I can have the healthiest thing possible, and I'm telling you, if the dirt isn't under my fingernails, then it's just not good enough. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you're still watching us. I wondered where you had gotten to.
Who's that?
Mr. Kipling says hi. Sylvie. Andrew is the bomb. Great humor. Andrew has a great sense of humor.
He's a character, all right.
What do you think of Fritz Farm? It seems interesting. What is Fritz Farm?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is.
David, what is Fritz Farm?
Milk.
Eat whatever you like. I like your grocery hauls and what I ate.
I've been drinking more coffee lately too, by the way. Leslie, I've been drinking at least 2 cups, if not 3 cups a day. If I'm home, I'll drink like 4 cups. But I don't know why. I've just gotten into. I like the flavor of the coffee. I don't know.
I think we have a video of American Cadbury versus the UK. I think we do have a video up of that. I don't know how old it is, but I'm thinking we do. I'm drinking too much coffee lately, but it's so hard to quit. Now, it's nice on cold days, especially, to have something warm. And milk your own cow. Amen, Haley. I need to milk my own cow. But the fact that you lost so much weight is amazing. Thank you very much, Julia. I appreciate that. How are the young people from England that you met? You're talking about Jennifer, Nathan, and Mac, and Luke. Luke is Jennifer's boyfriend. I guess she would call him her partner. They are doing well. As a matter of fact, Nathan and Luke are getting ready to visit Disney before too long. They're gonna, and they have no plans to see us or anything like that. I mean, I didn't even know, and I checked. I'm on their Instagram, and so I saw it on Instagram where one of them was counting down the days. I don't remember which one, but Nathan and Mike are going to come to Walt Disney World, and I think they're going to stay for like 2 weeks, which is awesome for them. I know they'll have a blast. Jennifer and Luke, I think, work a lot. They have all moved. I don't have any of their addresses. I haven't actually asked for their address. I'm sure if I asked for it, they would give it to me, of course. But they've moved. Jennifer and Luke have moved, and Nathan and Mike have moved into a new place. So I don't have any of their addresses. How old is Chapel? Chapel is 7 years old. Since you got the new Keurig, do you think you might review some K-Cups? Well, he can tell you the ones that he has liked. You like the Nantucket blend.
Nantucket's
he's
really
tried
good.
a bunch.
Well, we got that. I'm looking for the Cadbury thing.
It's a picture of 2 eggs together. I
now
know.
we've done the eggs. I found that one. Is that the only one? The caramel eggs?
Yeah, Cadbury caramel egg, England versus American. Okay, so we did the caramel one. I knew we did one. That was it.
Okay.
You like
we did the
you like the
Cadbury
Nantucket.
Anyway, the Nantucket, I really like that one. I like the McCafe, the McDonald's. I like that one a lot too. That one's really good. Just the regular roast. And then we bought some flavored coffees for you that you've really liked.
They haven't come in the mail yet. Well, I've been drinking some flavor. The vanilla was awesome.
Yeah.
But we've ordered some, and Kevin said they're supposed to be in tomorrow. And so when they come in tomorrow, I'll get it on for the vlog, and you'll see them on Monday. And we'll show you what we got.
If the picture got choppy, it's because I got on the internet real quick. That's why.
Do you like the bus tours, even though they don't allow you very much time at different sites? You know what? I'm going to be honest. When we first came home from the bus tour, I was a little bitter because they could have done some things better, of course, always. However, we got to see so many places that we would have never seen before. Kevin will not drive a car in the United Kingdom at all. I mean, just don't even ask him because he's not going to do it. So the only way that we're ever going to get to see some of these places is if we can go by train, or like if we went to Ireland and then came over to Scotland, we would take the ferry over and then take the train and come to, so we'll do the train and all that. But the only other way is to take a bus tour. And so, yes, I would do it again. Definitely, I would do it again. We have so many great memories. And if nothing else, you're getting to see places you're never going to see, but you're getting to stay in all these different places that are very, very unique. Each one of them has their good and bad features. And we have so many good memories from the bus tour that we took. So I'm very glad that we did it, and I would do it again. Can I meet you in Edinburgh? If we come to Edinburgh, I've already thought about it, that I would let you know. I know you live this is Trish. I know you live in Edinburgh, and I know Luke lives in Edinburgh. I don't know if he would want to meet us or not. He's probably not in here. But yes, I would love to meet you.
Where you at? Someone said who Fritz Farm.
What? Fritz Farm is the big new shopping area in Lexington that you drove through a vlog once. Oh, that's where
not where Whole Foods.
Whole Foods. That's where Whole Foods.
I thought that was called something else.
That's where Whole Foods is, right?
Near the Fayette Mall?
Near Fayette Mall. I'm pretty sure that's
I didn't think it was called Fritz Farm. Maybe it is.
It's something farm.
Oh, maybe it is. I don't know.
It is something.
I'm not sure.
I think that's where Whole Foods is. And we went, that's the last time we ate at that, what's the name of that hamburger place we ate at? Shake Shack?
Yeah.
The last one.
And it was good.
A long time ago, if you find that video of Shake Shack, that's how long it's been since we've been there, because parking is so horrific there.
Yeah, they made it really weird. They made it like a neighborhood, so it looks like neighborhood streets and stuff.
So it's cute. It's really cute to look at.
But the parking, you have to park either way outside of the neighborhood and walk in, or drive around for 20 minutes trying to find a spot. So it was like, forget
So we haven't been back. And so like when Christina loves Lush products, and I always buy her Lush products in Fayette Mall. So we went specifically to Fayette Mall back at Christmas looking to buy her some Lush products. Well, they've moved out to where you're talking about, Fritz Farm. And so I was like, well, just forget it then. I'll buy her Bath and Body Works bath bombs. And so that's what she got for Christmas, because it was like, it's not worth going over there. We went at a time like in the middle of the day when nobody would have been there and it was busy. So I can't even imagine how it was at Christmas. What started your fascination with England? Do you think it started before Barry? Or do you think it started with Barry and Faulty Towers? And
probably. Yeah.
We had a neighbor, his name was Barry. We had a neighbor, and he was from England. And they lived next door to us in our old house, the one we lived in before this one, for many, many years. And he let us borrow Faulty Towers, and we would watch the Monty Python stuff. And I think that's where my appreciation came from. And his family would come over and visit. They came over to visit several times, and his family, they were just wonderful people. They were so down to earth, and just a great group of people. And then I don't know other than that. I don't know. But now that I've gotten more involved with the United Kingdom, there's so much. And I've said before, once I start talking about it, I can just go on forever. And and because there are so many things that I love about it. Do you two ever go to the garage sales and estate sales there? We go to yard sales. Yes, it's been a long time since we've been to a yard sale, but we do like yard sales. The thing is we're trying to get rid of our own junk, and so really we don't need more. But it's always nice to pick up children's books or toys or stuff like that. We just usually we have to have something in mind that we're looking for before we go. Have you tried the Krispy Kreme coffee for the K-Cups? Have you had any Krispy Kreme? You've had one called the Donut Shop.
I think I had Donut Shop.
I don't think he's had. I don't think he got Krispy Kreme. Did you order any Krispy Kreme?
I don't believe so. No.
You can get a sleeper train to Scotland and wake refreshed for your day. I know, Petey. Trust me, Kevin and I have looked at these trips. We've looked at the trains. We've looked at the buses. We've seen some amazing trips that you can take. I can't wait to. Yes, it's officially called the Summit. That's what we're thinking of. Summit.
Yeah. So I don't know where Fritz Farm is.
Well, I think it was called Fritz Farm, and then they built all that, and they call it the Summit at Fritz Farm.
Yeah.
So David, we just haven't been that much because the parking situation is so bad. It put us off. It put us off enough to where it's like, unless we're going to someplace specific, then I don't, I wonder what's going to go in where Whole Foods was in Lexington Green.
I haven't heard. I don't know.
I'm not counting, but in 82 days, 23 hours and 40 minutes, I'll be going to Montego Bay. Well, go you. How awesome is that? Have you guys ever watched or been fans of This Old House or Norm's Yankee Workshop?
I like both of those, yeah.
Yes. He's the one that likes his biscuit cutter.
Mm-hmm.
He would cut the biscuits in the wood. Yes, we have both watched that. Great to see you both. Thank you. What is your favorite horror movie, and what is your favorite superhero movie? Favorite horror movie would probably be Halloween, the one with Jamie Lee Curtis, the first one. And the reason that I'm saying that is because we've watched it many times. There's not one drop of blood in the first Halloween movie.
No, there's not.
Not
I always
one.
thought there was.
We always thought there was growing up because I think our minds were so scared, and you jump and you're terrified. There's not one drop of blood in the first Halloween movie. So, and it is scary, and the music is terrific. So I'm going to say Halloween's mine. Do you have a favorite?
No, not really. I don't like Halloween. We don't watch a lot of scary movies.
Now, Kevin watched all those
I don't mind
movies.
watching scary movies, but it's not my favorite genre, so.
Favorite superhero movie?
Superhero? I like the Avengers.
I like Iron Man.
Iron Man. I like the Avengers, just all of them.
I like Iron Man quite a bit.
Yeah.
Once again, it has
like
good
Iron Man
music,
too. Yeah.
And what's his name? I love him.
If you hadn't asked, I could have told you.
I know. What is his name that plays Iron Man? Oh my gosh. He has dark hair. I can see him. He's very good looking. Anyway, I like Iron Man. Let's see.
You made me blank.
Do you know there's a new Halloween movie? Yes, with
I
Jamie
heard
Lee
that.
Curtis.
Yeah.
Yes, and it has Jamie Lee Curtis in it. It worries me because, like, we didn't watch the Rob Zombie one.
They were all, you know what though, even people said that those were just violent to be violent, bloody and gory just
There's
to be gory.
no way. So it depends on, now that you have over 40,009, what does that mean?
Subscribers?
That says error.
Oh.
Who is texting me? Clearly somebody. Oh, sorry. I'm getting notifications from Twitter and stuff. Is using your own coffee in a Keurig a hassle, like when you have to make it?
No.
Because you've used that.
The little filter basket.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
But you have to clean it.
You do have to clean it out just like you would any other basket, but you take it, you knock it out in the garbage, or if you have a composting pile, you do compost. It's not that bad, really. It just clean it out, and I don't even wash it, really, Robert Downey.
Thank you, Robert Downey Jr.
I would just dump out majority of it, then rinse it out in the sink really good, and let it drain. It hasn't been that bad.
I really did not like the Rob Zombie ones.
Yeah, we didn't even watch them.
I can't. I knew I couldn't. Have you guys visited Canada? Eastern Canada should be a trip. Newfoundland,
Never been to
Edward
Canada.
Island, and of course New Brunswick, where I am. I would love to visit Canada. My dad went to the falls, Niagara Falls, and he said that it was absolutely beautiful. He loved it. He came back telling all about it. He told like the quaint little towns, and I mean, he really enjoyed himself there. He stayed in a hotel apparently right across from the falls. He could look out the window, and he thought it was beautiful though. What subscribers do you get paid by YouTube? I don't know what that means. The first Rob Zombie.
You're not up there. You're still at 36,000.
Yeah, I don't have 40,000. I
Be
don't.
nice if we did.
Yeah, I don't have 40,000 subscribers. I wish I did. I'm going to Shatila Bakery. Yes. Oh, I know that name. Send you things from this. Let me know if you want me to send you anything. That's one of those places. If I ever went to Michigan, I think it would be fun to go to the Shatila. Yes, because I've looked up pictures of it, and it just looks like a big carnival in there. I mean,
really?
there's just the food. It just food heaven. Let me tell you, it looks like the most amazing place, and I'm so glad to get to try some of this Mediterranean food. Because we're not gonna get this stuff around here, so it's terrific that Mona gets it there and she can send it to us. Thank you for offering. She also, in her area, I don't know if you're in that same area, she has a Lent outlet, or maybe it's not an outlet, a Lent store, to where she can go in Lent and buy things there. I think that's cool because we don't have a Lent store near us. Now we have like a Godiva kiosk in the mall,
right,
but we don't have Lent. So I think it's neat that they do that. And there's, like we've talked about before last week, I think, there's a Ghirardelli like in Florida. We don't have anything like that here, so that's neat. You always wanted 2 children, more or less. I never really thought about how many kids I wanted. I knew I would like one of each. I got one of each. So it ended up being perfect. So I never was one of these that dreamed of, like, I knew I didn't want to have a lot of kids. Like, I watch, it's not called 19 Kids and Counting. It's called
22 and counting on, or
no,
something.
Counting on.
Yeah.
That's funny that you used.
22 million
not,
people and counting on.
It's Counting On. And they were like, I want to have 8 kids, or I want to have 10 kids, or I want to have as many kids as God will give me. I've never felt that way. And that's wonderful that they feel that way. Total respect. But, I mean, you could have 19 kids. There's no way. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine being able to afford all those children. I just can't. And I know once you have a few, then they take care of the other ones in a lot of ways. But still, I can't imagine being able to afford all those. Canada is great. Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, yes. In the Avengers movie, yeah.
He's fine.
You're 20 minutes from that area. Yeah, so see, you could go to that Lent shop and you might be able to get some things cheaper. I don't know. You might be able to get some things that aren't available to the public. I'm thinking Mona said that you could go in there and, like, I'm thinking like you can handpick, like you could do 10 of this one and 10 of this one, and you don't have to buy your cookie cutter bag of Lent. You can buy, whatever you want there. So I think that's neat. I'd be in trouble if there were a Lent store here. It's some good stuff.
And we haven't seen Dunkirk. The war. It's a war movie. We haven't watched that yet.
No. We did see The Darkest Hour. and that was good.
Oh yeah, that was good. I was trying to think of which one, Winston Churchill movie.
Yes. Have you been to Universal Studios? We have not
No.
been there, and I'll tell you why. I when I was young, when I was a teenager, I used to ride. We would go to, there's a place in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's called Kings Island, and every summer we would go to Kings Island. Or
Multiple times.
Yeah, or the youth group would go to Kings Island, and Kevin and I have been to Kings Island, and we would ride those roller coasters, and I was terrified of them, but I loved them. I've gotten to the point now where I'm just terrified of them, and I will not ride them anymore. So that's why we haven't been to Universal. Disney has. I will ride Aerosmith, Rock and Roller.
And Everest.
I will ride Rock and Roller Coaster because it shoots you into the dark, and it's really quick.
Everest, you ride Everest.
And I ride Everest.
And the.
But those aren't like.
No, they're not.
Those aren't like the.
No.
Up the
Everest
hill
is,
and then take you.
Everest got.
But it doesn't.
It doesn't have
take
a
you
big
down.
hill. It has a little hill, and then it goes from
You
there.
go up. But once you get up to the top of the hill, you think you're going to go down, but you don't. It's just a slow bend. And so Disney does not have those roller coasters,
really
big ones like the
ones.
Hulk and things like that. And so I've never known if it would be worth the money to spend to go to Universal. And
just to see Harry Potter and
because not to ride any of those rides.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what they have besides the big rides. I know they have Harry Potter, which we would love all that, I'm sure.
They're also not as convenient for us to just take an airplane, get on a bus that's provided by the resort, ride the bus to the resort, the hotel you're staying at, get on a bus from that hotel to the park, and then get back on a bus when you're done with the park and go back to the hotel. They don't have that kind of setup. Whereas Disney, literally, they take care of everything. So if we went to Universal, we either have to drive down, or we would have to rent a car or something like that, and we've just never been interested in doing that.
Yeah.
They might have shuttle buses that'll come on Disney property, but I can't imagine.
Or
take a taxi or something. Yeah. So we just never wanted to deal with all that either.
Although I do think it would be fun. Do you all like comedy shows? Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been to SeaWorld?
I did when I was a kid one time, and that was you too?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, that's the thing about a live feed. If you burp, it's on there. Yeah. It's on there for good. That's me and my sandwich. I think for some reason I'm thinking Mom and Dad took us when we were little. But I could be remembering at Kings Island they had the dolphin show too.
I went to SeaWorld in Florida when we went to Florida when I was 10.
And now I think it could be neat. I don't know. It depends on how you look at it. Your views on that. What do you guys do with the food after a review? Like when you have a couple bites of an ice cream bar or mug cake, do you end up eating it after? What we do with the ice cream is if it's something we really like, we don't mind, like if we've taken multiple bites out of it, we usually know if we're going to keep it or not. So if you see us take multiple bites using the same spoon to where we can't give it away, then we keep that and we will work on that. However, here lately, we've really tried to be conscious of don't double dip because we've bought so many ice creams that we cannot keep it all. And so we've been giving it a lot of it lately to Amelia. Loves, our granddaughter, absolutely loves ice cream. Gavin likes it okay, but Amelia, she's hilarious. She'll say ice king, and that means ice cream. And she's this teeny tiny little thing.
She needs to eat ice cream.
And she loves her ice. She's just the sweetest little thing. And so we have been giving her the ice cream. And so we'll try a lot of it for the video for you all, and then we'll give it away.
And mug cakes. We give away the boxes
we give away
of
the
mug cakes
boxes of mug cakes,
And sometimes we'll finish the mug cakes that we tried. It just depends on if we liked it.
Now Ashley has really liked a lot of these mug cakes.
So she's kept them.
We didn't keep as many of the Duncan Hines because they did not come with icing. However, The Betty Crocker ones came with icing, so Ashley has really been enjoying those. So we have kept a lot more of these Betty Crocker ones than we did the other ones.
And bars, we usually stick them in a Ziploc bag and eat them.
Ziploc bag.
Eat them later.
Yes, believe it or not.
Yeah. So we don't throw away a lot. I mean, there are some things we'll throw away, but not a lot.
Often,
most of the things we'll save and put in a bowl or something.
Yes, we put them. I'm very good about putting. I mean, even if it's half a bar, I will. I know how many calories are in that, and I will put it in the cabinet or in the drawer, depending on what it is. If it's something sweet or if it's a bar, and I will eat it with dinner, or I will eat it as a part of a snack the next day. So we do not throw away much at all.
No. Kentucky Derby, never been to the Kentucky Derby.
No. Do you remember when there was a SeaWorld in Ohio?
I
Maybe
don't.
that's where Mom and Dad took us.
I
to
don't
SeaWorld.
remember that, but
Is going to England worth all the time and money?
it depends on what you like. Tammy would live there.
I would live. Yes.
It depends on what you like. If you like to walk around a bigger city, and you like to look at the museums and historical things and
But I'm
other
going
things.
but you don't have to like a bigger city because.
No, you can go to other places.
Did they say London specifically?
They said England.
England. Okay. They have a beautiful countryside.
They do.
Absolutely beautiful.
Of course, there's not as much to do in those countrysides either.
No, there isn't. No.
It's just driving around looking at stores, little shops, and little towns.
Yes, if you like little towns like that, it's gorgeous.
Kind of like antiquing over here. If you like to go antiquing over here, you'd like to go over there and go in the countrysides, the Cotswolds, and all that stuff.
Yes, but now if you're talking the whole United Kingdom, we also visited Scotland, and we said when we went to Scotland, it looks just like Kentucky.
It does.
It really. You look out the window, and if you didn't know you were in Scotland, you would think you were in Kentucky because that's how similar they look.
But specifically, if you're wanting to know London, like I said, it depends. If you want to see the museums and paintings and
they're free.
Historical
They're free. They
stuff,
don't charge anything to go in their museums.
old
most of them.
Roman stuff. I mean, all that kind of stuff. The buildings. I mean, it's good food over there. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff to do.
The food is absolutely delicious.
Yeah. It'll remind you of. It's not as the bad thing about it is it's very not the bad thing. The difference is it's very old there. A lot of the stuff there is very old. If you go to New York, you'll get that big city feel, but it's all newer, more modern in New York.
In comparison.
Yeah, in comparison.
Yeah.
So if you're wanting to save some money and you don't care about the historic stuff, then you can probably just go to New York or somewhere and go to the museums and stuff there.
But you're going to pay too. But you save money on airfare.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know if that answered your question or not, but
I think it's definitely worth the money. Which
beach
do you
or mountains?
prefer, the beach or the mountains?
It counts on. I really wouldn't want to enjoy the beach.
I think.
But I wouldn't want to go hiking in the mountains either.
I think I would say the beach.
If I had to choose hiking or laying around on the beach, I'd pick the beach.
I would pick the beach. If you tried it yet, what did you think of the Great Value sugar-free syrup? I have not tried it yet. I have like this much syrup left in my, what's it called? It's not Aunt Jemima. Mrs. Butterworth. I have like this much left, and then I'm going to be starting the Great Value. And I had already made up my mind. I wasn't going to do like a video of it, but I'll put it on a vlog. I'll put it in a vlog and tell you what I think of it. Because, yeah, I wondered if you saw where I had bought that. I saw there's new color change mug cakes. Yes, I saw that, Haley. And literally, it's the same flavor. It just changes color. So I did not buy it. I saw that at Meijer, and I thought, I'm not going to buy this. And it's the Duncan Hines. It doesn't have frosting with it or anything. And I thought, I'm not going to buy this just because it changes color. Although I think it's really cool.
Yeah, it is neat.
I'm from England. That's cool. I have to log off. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. What is the one state you would like to visit that you haven't been to yet? would you ever go to the museums in Washington, D.C.? I would love to visit Washington, D.C. I don't know when I would want to go. You know, if I want it like winter or summer, because I know it gets really, really hot. But then I guess, I don't know if you'd want to go during the fall or the spring, because they have a lot of the trees that, a lot of beautiful trees in Washington. So, but I would like to go to Washington.
And what state? I don't know. You've talked about going to California, and
I would love to visit California, but the places I want to go to in California, I think they're really far apart. So the thing would be, how would we get from, unless we drove ourselves or rented a car when we got there, and I don't know that Kevin would want to drive in the traffic, but I think they're like far apart, so I don't know how we would get from one place to the other. But I would like to visit California. I'd like to visit New York. I'd like to visit Texas. I'd like to visit Louisiana.
The eastern seaboard states like
I'd
Maine and stuff
love
like
to
that.
visit Maine.
I'm sure there's 100 other
Vermont,
places we'd like to go. Pat's on. Hi, Pat.
Pennsylvania. Hello, Miss Pat. You're late. You're an hour and 40 minutes late, woman. Let's see. My girlfriend and I have to get a care package together for you. You do not have to do that at all, Brian. We just appreciate you watching, truly. I really enjoyed your series where you redid your kitchen and the floors. Do you think you'll ever do another series like that again?
If we ever have the money to redo a room, then yeah, we probably will.
We both have talked about, we don't think the living room, we both want to redo the living room.
And it would probably be the easier of the rooms to do.
Yeah, from all the rooms that we have to choose from, that one would probably be the easiest.
Right.
Because you're talking about basically doing to it what we did in here.
Right, except we'd rip all the walls out.
Right.
Which would be a big job.
Yeah, it probably would be.
Because it needs to be insulated badly, and there's plaster in there that's bowed out. So I mean, that one wall, if we take the wallpaper off, it's going to collapse anyway. And then the outside walls need insulation and really bad. So it would be a bigger job than what I'd probably pay somebody to demo it.
Amtrak all the way up the West Coast.
That's train.
I know, but that's here
No, I'm sure that would be cool.
in the United States.
Louisiana,
I would like to
Louisiana
visit.
would be neat to visit as long as I'm not going there during the rowdy times.
Now, see, my dad went to the Jazz Fest.
Some
Is that
kind
what
of
he called it?
jazz or
Fest.
something.
My dad and his wife went for the Jazz Fest, and they had some kind of tickets to go to some concerts or something. And he really enjoyed it, and he enjoyed going through the shops and all the antiques.
That's the kind of stuff I wouldn't want to be at the rowdy times because I'm not a drinker, so or like to get rowdy. So that wouldn't be fun for me. That would just be annoying, honestly.
I think Petey asked the hardest question that we've been asked so far.
What's that?
Can you name 3 have to see places in Kentucky?
Wow, it depends on what you're interested in, though. Like if you're wanting to see horses and stuff like that, the horse park is good.
Yeah, but he's in the United Kingdom. He sees horses.
Not race horses. I'm just saying, it depends on what you're interested in. If you're interested in horses, people are interested in golf and go specifically to Scotland to see golf.
Isn't that the truth? They go all the way to St. Andrews to play golf.
So there you go. So if you're really into race horses,
I would love to go back to St. Andrews.
You got to go to horse country and see the horse park.
St. Andrews was beautiful, and we were only there for a short amount of time.
It was cold.
It was very cold. But wasn't it neat, to see the ruins? And then we found some books in the bookshop. And then we found out there was a beach. And that's what
I saw the beach. We saw the beach before we left.
Yeah, we saw
it. It was so cold.
Out the window.
Yeah, but it was so cold you couldn't go down there.
Chariots of Fire was filmed there.
If you want to go hiking, there's tons of places to go hiking. Red River Gorge, Natural Bridge.
You're right.
There's all kinds of places.
People in the United Kingdom, I think, and I know I'm painting a wide brushstroke here, but a lot of people in the United Kingdom like to spend time outside.
Yeah.
So you're right in what you're saying.
Outside hiking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's horse trails. You can ride horses on horse trails. There's Gerard. Is it Gerard Butler? Is a park that does skiing during the wintertime. Believe it or not.
Gerard Butler.
It's maybe that's not. It's. I'm almost positive it's Butler's. But maybe it's just Butler Stable. I know that's an actor.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
There's a park.
I haven't been there.
Butler, maybe it's Butler Stable. Anyway, they do skiing and stuff in the wintertime. Don't make fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you. I truly, I don't know because I haven't been there.
We went up there in the summertime, so they weren't skiing, but you could see all the stuff, the skiing stuff.
I went there?
No, when I was a kid. Anyway.
If you, somebody said if you visit California, renting a car is a must. Yes,
Yeah.
and see, I don't think Kevin would want to drive in all that traffic. Jazz Fest is fun, but it can get crazy. Yeah.
Bunch of drunksters would just drive me nuts. I can't handle it.
Grayling, Michigan, Leslie said. I love to go antiquing also. You have to spend more time in Edinburgh. I agree.
Yeah, they had a museum there that we didn't have time to go in.
They had several
all kinds
things
of
that,
different stuff.
I mean, she told, it seems like, correct me if I'm wrong, that she told the whole story about the little dog. And I had heard about the little dog.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go touch the statue. I wanted to have my picture taken with the dog statue. It was called something, somebody's dog. Somebody's dog in Edinburgh. Anyway, so she's talked about it and she's told us the whole story, and I'm thinking we're gonna get to go see this dog statue, and I'll be darned if we didn't keep going right on
and
by.
way on the other end.
Yeah,
basically.
we were nowhere near it. So like we could have done that if we had. I don't even know that we would have had time to
maybe
do that.
go straight there and straight back.
Yeah, and then we wouldn't have gotten to see anything else in Edinburgh. It's called Grey Dogs, something,
anyway.
Greyjoy's dog or something. I can't think of it. Greyfriars Bobby. I knew it was something. So, yes, I want to go back because I wanted to get to see the dog. And it's like, why did you tell us this whole story and then drop us off on the other side of town where we had absolutely no way of getting over there? Are you having troubles?
It says my battery's going dead. But counting on it's plugged in, I don't know how it's going dead.
Your battery on your laptop?
Yeah.
Are we still good for the?
Yeah, for a little while longer.
Do you go to casinos in Kentucky?
No.
Are there casinos?
I didn't know there were casinos in Kentucky.
I don't know.
I know there's some in Indiana and stuff like that.
Yeah, like my sister's gone to ones that are in Indiana. If Pat is still in here, did Pat leave? Is she still in here?
Mm-hmm.
My aunt would know if there was a casino in Kentucky because I don't know why I'm thinking she had been with Jennifer. But let me just say this. We went to, I don't have anything against gambling. I buy a lottery ticket almost every week. So I have no problem with that. But we went to Las Vegas and we didn't gamble the entire time we were there.
No, didn't spend a dime.
Literally, we stayed in the Venetian, which was absolutely beautiful. And yeah, we did not gamble the whole time we were there.
A final visit to Toys R Us. We were wondering when they're going to close. We don't know when they're going to close, so we probably will. But
Who said that? I absolutely would like to. I was talking to Kevin about that last weekend. I said we need to go in there again before they close. You still have to do Edinburgh Castle. Yes,
yeah,
we
didn't
stood
get to go
outside
there.
of Edinburgh Castle, but she let us know that we would not have time to.
You would only get to do that.
Yeah, and you're paying this huge, you're paying a fee. Well, why would, it was just like with Windsor Castle. Why in the world would we pay this fee to get in there and then not being able to see the whole thing? That's why on our, in 2017, we made sure we went to Windsor Castle and we spent a good portion of the day.
Somebody asked about the Noah's Ark. We know about Noah's Ark. We've never been there before. Matter of fact, there's a couple of videos. If you go to YouTube, you can watch the videos on them.
Oh, about the Ark encounter or something?
The one video we watched, it didn't look like much, honestly.
It didn't.
For how much you pay to get in, it didn't look like
it's
you got
very,
much.
very expensive. Right. And it didn't look very entertaining. Now, we could be completely wrong.
Right. Yeah, we're just judging that off a video we watched. But they were saying based on the price you pay, there wasn't a lot to do for how much you pay.
Exactly, because it's expensive.
Yeah.
Haley asked me how many hours I sleep. I slept 7.5 hours.
Which that's probably more than usual.
Which is usually I
probably around 7.
About 7 hours a night. confusing to me about no insulation. Has the weather gotten colder since the home was built?
No, this house is over 100 years old, and they just didn't put insulation in houses back then. I mean, it was
No.
like you might get some newspaper shoved down in there or stuffed in there, and it's literally an outside wall. Like we had wood siding, and then you have the framework, and then you've got the lath, and you got plaster put on top of that, and that was it. So there's no insulation on any of our outside walls except the kitchen.
The house was built in 1909.
Yeah.
So,
What, 18 years old?
and they use the gas fireplaces a lot, and they just,
12 years old.
there's no insulation.
Yeah.
Have you watched the Ten Commandments movie? Yes, I've seen that movie. It's been a long
Yeah,
time
but
ago.
the old one was good.
That's the only one I know of. You aren't allowed to rub the dog's nose anymore, as the paint is rubbing off.
Yeah, we noticed that when we drove by, it was getting. You could tell people would rub.
That's
on it.
okay. I would just stand next to
Just
it.
look
I
at
would
it.
still enjoy it. You still have to do Edinburgh. Yeah, I answered that.
And
What
that
about
Pat didn't think there was any casinos in Kentucky. I don't think casinos are legal in Kentucky,
Okay.
but people go like right over the border into Indiana, and it is illegal. And they go
Right.
to the casino, the paddle boats.
And she
stuff.
said she's never been. I thought that she had been with Jennifer.
Maybe they planned on going.
I bet they
didn't get
plan
to
on going. What about the Corvette Museum?
that. I've never been to that either, but I've heard it's really cool if you're into cars and stuff. If you're into Corvettes.
I wonder how much that cost.
I don't know. You can look it up. It's in Bowling Green, Kentucky,
Oh, that's not.
which is not too bad. It's if you're taking the interstate, it would take you about 2 hours. Count how fast you drove.
Does it really? Take
If you're
2
interested in
hours?
Corvettes, you're probably driving pretty fast. It'd probably take you about 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours or so to drive down to Bowling Green. Yeah, if you're not going crazy.
Okay.
I think we actually answered all our questions.
I haven't answered.
It's 10 to 8
Oh,
though.
it is 10 till. Let me just one. Have we ever seen the movie Blackfish? It's about SeaWorld. We have not seen that. And have we ever eaten any? This is from the same person. That's why I mean. Have we ever eaten anything weird? Oh, because this is from Luke, and the reason he asked that if we've ever eaten anything weird is because he said that he had a friend who used to eat crayons.
Oh no, I'm just never a paste eater or. I used to chew on the little plastic lids outside on the tops of bottles, like the lids in these bottles. Mountain Dew, you used to open them and they had a plastic seal in there. I used to chew on those, but I didn't eat them.
Yeah, I don't remember eating anything weird.
No, I don't know.
I've never had I guess some people have to have things in their mouth. I've smoked way back, and so that was something that kept my hands busy, my mouth busy, and
We
I had to step away.
been a silent viewer for years. Patricia?
Oh, thank you very much, Patricia. I appreciate that. Will you be watching the royal wedding? If they play it over here, I'm gonna be. Well, I guess they'll have it on YouTube definitely. So
Yeah.
I'll be watching it. What do you think of Renee Zellweger playing Judy Garland in a new biopic? I didn't know she was playing Judy
I'll have
Garland.
to look at that one.
Though I really like her in Bridget Jones's Diary, and I liked her also in Chicago. So I don't know. I'm sure she'll do a fantastic job. And if I was to choose somebody else to play Judy Garland, I can't think right off the top of my head who I would pick. Because you have to have somebody that's small. Judy Garland was a very small person, small lady with a big voice. But so I'm sure she'll do a good job. I didn't know that though. I'll have to look into that now. Joanna here from Portugal. So happy I made it to the live stream. You just made it because
we're gonna have to get off here.
Yeah, Survivor starts here in 5 minutes, and we'll be watching that. Would it have been better to do the insulation after your hot summer?
I don't know. It'll keep the cold air in during the summer and the hot air in the winter time. So either way, insulation would help one way or the other.
I know that neither of you are drinkers now, but did you ever enjoy any alcoholic drinks at other times in your life? I love bourbon. I think it's delicious.
And rum.
And rum. Let's not forget the rum. I do love bourbon and rum. And we actually have bourbon up in the cabinet right now. It's been there for 2 years because I don't think we made bourbon balls this year, but we made them the year before. And you know what? It's just not something I go to. I think we have vodka in there and everything in the cabinet. And it's just not something, because let me tell you what ruins it for me is the calories. The calories ruin it for me. You know, Ashley turned 21 and Ashley was making us those pixie stick martinis, and those were like the best things I'd ever had. I'm telling you, they were awesome. And then we did the calories on them, and they were like 350 calories a piece. For a little bitty bit, and I could drink like 4 of those things. And so once I found out how many calories I was consuming, it was over for me. So even if I was tempted to get a little bit of bourbon and Coke or something like that, I wouldn't, because for me, I count calories. It's just not worth it. I would rather eat a piece of chocolate. I would rather eat something than to drink my calories. But now on my 21st birthday, Kevin took me out to my first bar. I can't say that it was enjoyable at all, and we've never been drinking.
No, when I was younger.
You did a little bit.
I did too much.
He would go bowling and drink.
I would drink, yeah. I drank too much when I was younger. That's why I don't do it anymore. Chicago, worst best picture ever. I don't know. There's a lot of worst best pictures.
Oh, no. Now, he loves Magnolia.
Yeah, that's true. You have no taste.
No, but now he loves Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I love Rocky Horror Picture Show.
So,
you know, somebody asked me what musicals we had seen, and I didn't even think. Rocky Horror Picture Show, that is a musical, and I should have named that. I love
You're going to have to go quickly.
Okay. Come to Pennsylvania and visit Gettysburg. I think Pennsylvania would be fun, and I would like to visit Hershey Park, too. I would like to visit, where were the witches?
Salem.
I would love to visit Salem.
Time for bed.
Petey, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. Hi from Tennessee. That's
Jerry,
okay.
it'll be recorded, so you can
watch it tomorrow. Last week you joked with Kevin that you'd come back to Honey.
If I were married.
Was that a problem with your father, because you seem to mention him more these days
than a few years ago?
Oh no, you're not prying at all. I don't know if I understand the question. Did I care that he got remarried?
Yeah.
Oh no, I did not care that he got remarried. I actually like his wife. His wife she's a very, very intelligent, extremely intelligent. She has a terrific job. No, I like her quite a bit. She has 2 beautiful daughters. Now, I'm not saying we spend a lot of time with them, because we don't. It's more of it's different now, because it's a different dynamic now, because it's like her family was already formed and our family was already formed, if that makes any sense. So usually they get together with their people and we get together with our people, and that's not meaning anything offensive at all. I hope I'm making sense here. It just means that, you know, you spend so many years with this group of people and you get used to them and stuff like that. But no, I actually like her quite a bit. She's really nice.
All right, we gotta get over.
Okay. If anybody asks any other questions, if you have any questions when we go offline, you can comment and leave your question
in the recording.
And I will write them down and we will answer them for you next week. And because I didn't have that many questions this week, to be honest. So next week, if you have questions, I don't mind answering. I'll answer just about anything. Enjoy Survivor. Thank you very much. Thank you. Salem is so boring. Haley, shame on you. They'll burn you.
They said there's a Greyfriars Bobby movie. We'll have to look.
I would like to see that. I'm sure it will make me bawl my eyes out.
And we haven't found the birthday cake, Little Debbie's. So.
Little Debbie. No, haven't seen them yet. But we're going to go out again. Usually every weekend we go out again and look for new things.
Somebody wanted to shout. Steve?
Where is Steve? Steve from Tennessee.
Right at the tail end.
Do you like Culver's concrete mixers? Love them
Yeah,
very, very much.
They're evil.
Oh, thank you so much, Violet. Thank you to
Bye,
everybody
everybody.
who came in. We really, really appreciate it. We'll see you. If you don't see a What I Ate Wednesday next week, then we'll see you in here again next week. Bye.
Bye.